2024 was an unforgettable year, with the best moments for football fans. A year of jaw-dropping underdog victories, emotional goodbyes, historic records, and unimaginable triumphs. Non-league clubs shocked the elites, legends wrote their final chapters, and new stars were born on the grandest stages. From the streets of Maidstone to Ronaldo entering the record books, yet again, 2024 gave us a roller coaster of emotions. And if you thought you had seen it all in football, 2024 proved there was still so much more to come. So sit back and let's journey through 10 best football moments in 2024. Let's start with a story that warmed the hearts of football fans across the globe. In a stunning FA Cup 4th round match on January 27th, 2024, 6th tier and non-league side Maidstone United achieved a historic 2-1 victory over championship giants Ipswich Town at Portman Road. Maidstone didn't just survive, they thrived. Despite Ipswich dominating possession and creating numerous chances, including hitting the woodwork 3 times in the first half, Maidstone's resilience shone through. Lamar Reynolds opened the scoring with an exquisite first half goal, and although Ipswich equalized through Sarmiento, Sam Corn scored the win with a 66th-minute strike. The final whistle sealed one of the biggest FA Cup shocks in recent history. This remarkable upset propelled Maidstone into the 5th round, making them the first 6th-tier club to reach the stage since 1978. Manager George Elkovi praised his team's unity, stating that the victory would bind his team for life. The triumph was celebrated by nearly 4,500 traveling Merseyside fans, whose unwavering support contributed to this unforgettable moment in the club's history. It was a moment that reminded us all why we love football. It's not always about the money or fame, it's about heart. The next emotional highlight takes us to Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool. After 9 unforgettable years at the club, winning multiple trophies, including a Premier League title, Champions League, an FA Cup, EFL Cup, a UEFA Super Cup, and FIFA Club World Cup, Klopp waved goodbye. But not before leaving one last gift for the fans. Liverpool lifted the Carabao Cup in February after a thrilling final against Chelsea at Wembley Stadium. The match was an intense competition, with both teams creating numerous opportunities, but unable to break the deadlock during regular time. It wasn't until extra time that Liverpool's captain Virgil van Dijk rose above the defense to head in the decisive goal, sealing a 1-0 win for the Reds. For manager Jurgen Klopp, it was a particularly poignant moment. Lifting the trophy was a testament to his transformative impact on the team, and a fitting addition to his illustrious tenure at Anfield. The players, visually moved, shared emotional embraces with their manager, fully aware of the significance of the occasion. This Carabao Cup victory not only added silverware to Liverpool's cabinets, but also served as a heartfelt farewell gesture to a manager who had given his all to the club. It was a night of celebration, reflection, and deep emotion, encapsulating the spirits and passion that Klopp had instilled in the team throughout his tenure. Another emotional goodbye came in women's football, as Emma Hayes bid farewell to Chelsea after another incredible season. Hayes joined the club in 2012, had built Chelsea into a powerhouse of women's football, and she fittingly ended her tenure with yet another Women's Super League title, her 7th league triumph. Post-match, Hayes delivered an emotional speech filled with gratitude and reflection. Fighting back tears, she expressed her deep love for the club, her pride in her players, and her optimism for the future of women's football. Hayes' departure felt like the end of an era, not just for Chelsea, but for Women's Super League as a whole. She left Chelsea to become the head coach of the US women's national team, where she made history yet again, beating Brazil to clinch the Olympic gold in Paris. The final against Brazil was a nail-biter. Brazil dominated, but the difference in the game came in the 57th minute when Mallory Swanson jetted down the left side and used her right foot to beat Brazilian goalkeeper Lorena, securing a 1-0 victory for the Americans. Hayes said guiding the United States women's national soccer team to the Olympic gold medal at the 2024 Paris Games was the biggest achievement of her career. The victory sealed a record 5th Olympic gold medal for the US women's national team. This achievement marked an unremarkable turnaround for the team, who had faced a significant setback just a year earlier, slipping in the FIFA rankings following their worst ever World Cup performance, a round of 16 exit in 2023. Hayes' brilliance and influence on women's football has been immense, helping elevate the sport to new highs. As Emma Hayes triumphed in women's football, another era-defining achievement unfolded in men's football. Pep Guardiola and Manchester City cemented their legacy in Premier League history by claiming a record-breaking 4th successive league title in 2024 and becoming the first men's team in the history of English football to win 4 top-flight titles in a row. It was far from a straightforward journey. City faced fierce competition from both Arsenal and Liverpool throughout the campaign. Guardiola's tactical brilliance and the incredible depth of his squad proved decisive as City navigated the high-pressure moments that came with the title race. The race wasn't officially over until the final day of the season. Arsenal kept the pressure on, forcing City to deliver one last strong performance. Pep's team rose to the occasion, defeating West Ham 3-1 at the Etihad to finish the campaign 2 points ahead of Arsenal. Phil Foden netted twice, and Rodri added another to ensure City lifted the Premier League trophy once again. As the final whistle blew, Guardiola raised 4 fingers to the crowd, a simple but powerful gesture to signify the unprecedented achievement on the back of a treble-winning campaign. Whether you love or hate Manchester City, their dominance under Guardiola has been extraordinary. Manchester City was close to doing a double, but Manchester United had other ideas. Let's turn our attention to Wembley for the Manchester Derby FA Cup final, the second of its kind. Manchester United and Manchester City faced off in a highly anticipated clash of titans that lived up to its billing. Manchester United emerged victorious with a 2-1 win over Manchester City. Teenage sensations Alejandro Garnacho and Kobbie Mainoo were instrumental in the triumph, each scoring in the first half to give United a commanding lead. Garnacho capitalized on a defensive error to open the scoring. Mainoo doubled the advantage with a composed finish, becoming the first pair of teenagers to both score in an FA Cup Finals first half. City's response in the second half, with substitute Jeremy Doku narrowing the deficit with a low shot into the bottom corner in the 87th minute. Despite City's relentless pressure, United's defense held firm to secure their 13th FA Cup title, moving them closer to Arsenal's record of 14. The victory marked Manchester United's second trophy under manager Erik ten Hag, signaling a promising era for the club that eventually ended with Ten Hag's sacking. The victory was a shock, giving United's disappointing 8th place finish in the Premier League. It offered a heartwarming moment for United fans, who found hope in the emergence of their teenage sensations and celebrated the team's qualification for European football. Let's turn to Germany, where Bayer Leverkusen, under the guidance of Xabi Alonso, produced a season for the ages. Alonso, who made his name as a midfield maestro during his playing days, showcased his tactical brilliance as a manager by leading Bayer Leverkusen to their first Bundesliga title in over 20 years, and adding the DFB Pokal to complete a stunning domestic double. What made this achievement even more extraordinary was the manner in which it was accomplished. Bayer Leverkusen became the first team in Bundesliga history to complete an entire season unbeaten. They also set a European record with an astounding 51-game unbeaten streak across all competitions. They played some of the most exhilarating football in Europe, powered by the creativity of Florian Wirtz and the electric pace of Jeremy Frimpong. In the Bundesliga, they secured the title with 2 games to spare, finishing 7 points clear of second place Bayern Munich. Their success not only cemented Xabi Alonso's reputation as one of the brightest young managers in football, but also reignited Leverkusen's status as a European powerhouse, with whispers already suggesting that Alonso could one day take the reins at an elite club like Real Madrid, Liverpool, or Manchester City. 2024 truly marked his arrival as a managerial genius. We turn our gaze now to Berlin, where the Euro 2024 final brought together 2 titans of European football, Spain and England. The historic Olympiastadion played host to a spectacle that captivated millions, as England sought to end their long wait for a major international trophy, while Spain aimed to reclaim their status as European kings. From the outset, Spain demonstrated why they have been one of the tournament's most consistent teams. With their trademark possessional football and clinical edge, La Roja quickly silenced the boisterous English fans in Berlin. The opening goal came in the 47th minute when Nico Williams unlocked England's defense. England, however, were far from beaten. Roaring on by their traveling supporters, the 3 Lions clawed their way back into the game. In the 73rd minute, England found their equalizer through Cole Palmer, who came in as a sub. As the match entered its final stages, both teams pushed relentlessly for a winner. Extra time seemed inevitable until Spain produced a moment of magic in the 86th minute. Substitute Mikel Oyarzabal slotted in a cross from Cucurella, sealing the game for Spain. The final whistle sparked scenes of euphoria for the Spanish players and fans. For England, it was heartbreak on the grandest stage once again. Despite their valiant efforts, the Three Lions were left to rue missed opportunities and the brilliance of their Spanish opponents. The Euro 2024 final will be remembered as a thrilling contest showcasing the very best of European football. Cristiano Ronaldo shed his name once more in the record books by adding yet another milestone to his legendary career. He scored his 900th goal in 2024. The goal came on Thursday the 5th of September in a 2-1 victory in a UEFA Nations League game against Croatia, and Ronaldo celebrated with his trademark "Sí" celebration. The Portuguese legend became the first player in history to score 900 goals in competitive club and country football. He was also the first to reach 800 goals in December 2021. There is no talisman in football quite like Cristiano Ronaldo. He is a man who lives for the big occasions and continues to rewrite the record books, with the next target being 1,000 goals. At 39 years old, Ronaldo defies expectations and proves that age is just a number. His incredible achievement cements his place as one of the greatest goal scorers in football history. In one of the most poetic moments of 2024, Aston Villa faced Bayern Munich in the new Champions League phase match, a rematch of their famous 1982 European Cup final clash. You see, in 1982, Aston Villa faced Bayern Munich in the European Cup, now the Champions League, final in Rotterdam. Against the odds, Villa clinched a 1-0 victory, with Peter Witch scoring the decisive goal. The win crowned Villa as European champions for the first time, marking the pinnacle of the club's history. In the rematch, Villa was outplayed for periods of the match and had to weather several storms, but they struck against the run of play to secure another famous victory as striker Johan Duran wrote his name into folklore. He struck a brilliant shot, catching Manuel Neuer in no man's land to secure a 1-0 victory. The echoes of history were inescapable at Villa Park. After a 41-year wait to return to top-level European football, Aston Villa's 1-0 win over Bayern Munich in the Champions League repeated the scoreline that secured their sole European Cup triumph on May 6, 1982. Next on the list is Spain's dominance at the Ballon d'Oro's award, celebrating a stunning triple triumph in one of the best moments of football in 2024. First, Manchester City's midfield general Rodri clinched the men's Ballon d'Oro, outshining Real Madrid's Vinicius Jr. and Jude Bellingham, who finished as runners-up. Rodri's brilliance fueled City's Premier League triumph and earned him Player of the Tournament honors as he led Spain to Euro 2024 glory. On the women's side, Barcelona's Atiane Bonmati continued her raid by securing her second consecutive Ballon d'Oro. Bonmati's unforgettable season featured a historic quadruple with Barcelona, where they swept Liga F, the Champions League, the Supercopa, and the Copa de la Reina. Her consistency and dominance made her untouchable. But Spain wasn't done yet. Enter Lamine Yamal, the 17-year-old prodigy who stole the spotlight. Yamal played a pivotal role in Spain's Euro 2024 win and took home the prestigious Copa trophy on Ballon d'Oro's night, cementing his place as the brightest young talent in world football. His incredible composure, dazzling skills, and maturity beyond his years made 2024 the year he announced his arrival to the world, bagging the Euro 2024 Young Player of the Tournament along the way. With Rodri, Bonmati, and Yamal, Spain celebrated a football trifecta that will be remembered for generations.